is brought to you by First Bank, premier partner of the Minnesota State High School League. The American Dairy Association, on behalf of your local dairy farmers. Menards, helping build America's heartland. Clarity Herbicide, nothing's tougher on the toughest broadleaves, nothing. And your Heartland Chevrolet Geo dealers. The countdown is on. A season of hard work completed. Just one more goal to attain. A championship. The 1997 Minnesota State High School Boys Basketball Tournament on UPN 9. It's game time.
Fans are headed through the turnstiles here at the St. Paul Civic Center for the Class A Championship, the first of 4 championship games here in the capital city. Yes, history will be made today because it's the first time that the boys basketball tournament in the state of Minnesota will have 4 champions. Come on inside. We are courtside for the Class A Championship game. Jeff Grayson, along with my UPN 9 partner, Andy Skugman, and we are coming off a classic basketball game last night. Wabasso over Red Lake in overtime, 117-113. We give credit to the Rabbits and the Warriors for breaking a handful of records. And now that that one is done, the Rabbits don't have much of a turnaround time, about 14 hours.
Yeah, the question is, for Wabasso, is the turnaround time. And it's not how long they played this game, but it's really how they played this game. Run and gun, a wild game if you missed it last night. Hancock, on the other hand, had a pretty easy time of it against Minnesota Valley Lutheran in our first semifinal last night. So who has the fresher legs? Definitely that edge has to go to Hancock right now.
Let's go to the brackets because it was a wild night last night. Hancock getting here to play Wabasso. Hancock with the win against MVL, as Andy mentioned, and that's our matchup for the Class A title. And there's some matchups within the matchup, if you will. Let's go to Janet Carvinen, as they'll be playing for that trophy right there.
A lot on the line for these two teams. Hancock, no slouch in the scoring department either. They scored 78 points yesterday. Chad Noose is the guard to watch for them. He really makes things go for them. He scored 17 points. And I think guard play will be very important today. Wabasso has a great backcourt, and combined, Janingas and Moore scored 60 points between them. Hancock's defense, though, is probably a lot tougher than the Red Lake defense you saw last night. So it should be a great matchup today. Let's get things started and go back over to Jeff and Andy.
Thanks, Janet. Lots of offense out there on the floor. We'll have the play-by-play. We'll get the starting lineups when we come back. You're watching the Class A Championship from the St. Paul Civic Center.
Centuries ago, Roman legions were paid for their services with an unusual form of currency, salt. If you think that sounds rather cumbersome, compare your checking account to Checkstra Banking. All your accounts in one statement. Bankers available 24 hours. 6 ways to waive checking fees. Checkstra Banking from First Bank. You'll never miss your old checking account.
Which pickup, do you suppose, has the most powerful gasoline engine, the most powerful diesel, the most cab room, the most available towing, the most available payload, better resale value than Ford, Chevy, or GMC? If you guessed Dodge Ram, you hit it right on the nose. Dodge Ram. The rules have changed.
We asked a chef from Embers and another famous restaurant to show us their recipes for roast turkey.
What I do is peel off one of these slices and nuke it.
At Embers, we oven roast a fresh-boned turkey breast, the best we can buy. Then we hand carve it, 1 serving at a time, so that it stays moist and tender.
Choose from 8 lunches for $4.99 or 9 dinners for $5.99 at Embers.
Before your next haircut, ask yourself a few quick questions. Is your hair salon open evenings and weekends? Great Clips is. Does your hair salon clearly post their prices?
$21. The last time it was only $16.
Great Clips does. Are the stylists at your hair salon courteous and friendly? Are they professionally trained? Do they stand behind their work? If your hair salon is Great Clips, then you already know the answers. Great Clips. Guaranteed satisfaction, guaranteed style.
This one, it is time to meet the teams in the Class A championship game. Let's go to public address announcer Bob Reed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the St. Paul Civic Center for this Class A championship game of the Minnesota State High School boys basketball tournament. Before we introduce the complete rosters, let's meet the Wabasso cheerleaders. Introducing Alyssa Brandt, Laura Getter, Holly Nestor, Aaron Newman, and April Rollick, the Wabasso cheerleaders. And now it's time to meet first the reserves for both teams, starting with the visiting team, a record now of 25-2, the Section 5A champions, the Hancock Owls. Wearing the light-colored visitor jerseys, starting with a 6-foot junior guard, number 12, Andy Charles. 5'8" junior guard, number 22, Tony Tilkey. 6'1" senior forward, number 34, Jeremy Verstag. 6'4" senior center, number 40, Dan Bolite. And a 6'1" senior center, number 54, Nate Christie. And now introducing the home team reserves, a record now of 24-4, the Section 3A champions, the Wabasso Rabbits. Starting with a 5'10" freshman guard, wearing the dark-colored home jerseys, number 10, Mike Seaman. 6-foot freshman forward, number 11, Zach Platts. Six-foot freshman forward, number 15, Andrew Van Looy. 5'11" sophomore forward, number 20, David Price. 5'10" sophomore guard, number 22, Mark Schuler. 6-foot freshman forward, number 35, Darren Getter. 6-foot senior guard, number 40, Ryan Rollick. 5'10" freshman guard, number 44, Jacob Jenigas. 5'11" freshman center, number 50, Todd Kozel. And a 6'3" freshman center, number 55, Matt Schumacher. And now introducing the starting lineups, alternating by school, starting with the guards. At guard for Hancock, 5'9" senior, number 10, Chad Noose. And for Wabasso, 6'1" senior, number 5, Bob Moore. At the other guard for Hancock, 6'3" senior, number 42, Justin Tilkey. And for Wabasso, 6-foot junior, number 30, Derek Jenigas. At center for Hancock, 6'2" senior, number 50, Austin Wartner. Wabasso, 6'2" senior, number 25, Joe Lawogi. At forward for Hancock, 6-foot junior, number 20, Ryan Jepma. And for Wabasso, 6-foot junior, number 33, Rod Getter. At the other forward for Hancock, 6'2" senior, number 30, Jeff Harmson. And for Wabasso, 6'2" senior, number 45, Brady Brow. The assistant Hancock coach is Randy Tilkey. The head Owls coach is Dave Scheck. And for Wabasso, the assistant coach, John Hengel, and the head Rabbits coach, Larry Larson. The officials for this game are Steve Swigum and Tom Maurer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand as Corinne Schultz, a senior at Elk River Area High School, who is also a president of the National Honor Society, a varsity letter winner in music, track, and academics, a Youth Salutes Leader of the Year, the winner of the National Peace Essay Contest, math team captain, and the national anthem soloist in 1966 for the Minnesota Twins. Introducing Corinne Schultz.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Corinne Schultz of Elk River. And now, before we start the game, introducing one member of each team. Representing Hancock, number 12, Andy Charles, and representing Wabasso, number 40, Ryan Rawlick.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Minnesota State High School League State Basketball Tournament. We appreciate your attendance here at this tournament and hope you will enjoy it.
The state basketball tournament is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair play and good sportsmanship among players and coaches. As athletes, we ask that spectators promote the ideals of good sportsmanship, fair play, and respect for our opponents and the calls of the officials.
Thank you very much, Andy Charles and Ryan Rawlick.
Here are the key players, Andrew.
These two guys with huge nights last night. Chad Noost with 17 points in their victory over MVL. And Derek Jenigas with 31 points in last night's wild win for Wabasso over Red Lake.
You talked to Chad Noost after the game last night, and he was impressive by controlling the tempo. He doesn't make many mistakes. Getting set for the jump ball here at the Civic Center.
Good long look at our two key players, Jeff.
That's right. Hancock is the road team. They're in white, trimmed with maroon and gold. Wabasso, the home team, in maroon, trimmed in gold and white. So we got Gopher colors. From three, Jenigas right off the bat. 3-0 Wabasso. I feel like we just went away for a few minutes from last night.
Jenigas told me right before this game that they're going to change their game up a little bit, he said. He said they're not going to run it as much, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was right off the bat. 3-0. There's Jenigas again. Over to Getter. Rod Getter off the side of the board. Steal by Bob Moore. Errant pass by Jenigas. And Larry Larson saying that his players got about 3 hours of sleep, but like we talked about during the hockey tournament, these kids are young and resilient, and it's a state championship. And no matter what happens today, they played in a great one last night. Justin Tilke, there's Noose. He'll take a long one. 3 off.
Once again, our two key players with the first 2 baskets of the ball game. It's happened several times.
Harmson gets it away from Brow, and where's Wartner? 5-3, Hancock. Austin Wartner, the big man, on the break. It's stolen by Noose. Stolen back by Jenigas. Lowaji inside to Brow, and it counts. Brady Brow puts it home. The foul's on Harmson, his first.
We talked about Jenigas, but Brady Brow last night with 25 points. His first 2 coming right there.
Lowaji gets the assist. Lowaji had what we had is the play of the game last night. That rebound off the missed free throw. He had the putback for the final points in that 117-113 win. Rabbits by 1. Harmson outside. There's Wartner. Inside drive. Lowaji made him change his shot. Here comes Derek Jenigas. Swings it over to Lowaji. A little too much on the pass for Rod Getter.
Wabasso does look like it's playing a little bit more defense this afternoon already, and I think they have to against a team like Hancock.
Curious how the matchups will come out. There's Justin Tilke from downtown. Missing, but Harmson with a rebound back to Tilke. Inside, it's stolen. Brady Brow. Jenigas. There's more baseline inside. Jenigas, another 3. 9-5, Wabasso. Baseline, Jay Wartner. Rainbow, no. Justin Tilke. Lowaji with the rebound. And here come the Rabbits, aptly named. Lowaji outside. He's usually down low, and that's why. Larson telling Lowaji, get down low, closer to the basket. Noose through the contact. No whistle. Jenigas. Back to Moore. That's a 3. Bottom.
Wow. Bob Moore wasn't the high scorer last night, but really, people tell me he is the heart and soul of their team.
Rabbits on a 9-0 run. Moore did have 29 in that game, and he's looking for 2 more. He's got Noose to beat, and he traveled.
Yeah, Janet mentioned at the top of the show there that Moore and Jenigas combined for 60 points together.
Wabasso with a good start on the Menard scoreboard.
Menards helps you keep your walls looking great. Glidden Spread Satin is an ideal paint for most rooms. It's quick drying and has a durable flat interior finish. Just $6.79 a gallon after rebate. For the kitchen and bath, Spread Low Luster is perfect. It has a low gloss finish and cleans up easily with soap and water. Now $11.33 a gallon. Glidden and Menards give your walls a fresh look.
Save big money at Menards.
When we built our house, we found a lot that was just perfect.
Yeah, well, it was the worst sight I'd ever seen.
We loved the view, and the sunsets are incredible.
The weather is brutal.
It had everything.
Earthquakes, tidal waves, horizontal rays.
We wanted lots of windows.
I insisted on Anderson windows.
At Anderson, we appreciate the builders who time after time make it look easy.
We're still in love with this house.
And I'm still recovering.
Worry-proof, time-proof. Anderson Windows.
Back at the Civic Center, the Rabbits with a great start. 12-5, they lead by 7. Hancock with the ball. Chad Noose. Pick set by Justin Tilke. Back to Tilke. 2-man game. Too much. Inside. Ryan Jetma. his first two. It's a 5-point game. Yes, this is much floor, but I think just about anything would be. Jenigas to the basket. 8 for Derek Jenigas.
He is having a whale of a state tournament. You know, he averages under 10 points a game. He did this season at 31 last night. He's already got 8 so far.
Balaji with the rebound. Almost a steal. Here's Moore. All alone. Bob Moore. We're talking about the game last night. Red Lake had to play at 11 this morning. MBL defeats Red Lake in the third place game, 97-60 at Roy Wilkins Auditorium. So a tough turnaround for the Warriors. That had to be a difficult wake-up. 11 o'clock after that overtime game. Here come the Rabbits. 3-on-2. Tough pass for Getter to handle. He draws the foul, though. It's on Harmson, and that's 2 on Jeff Harmson.
We said, too, not so much how long I think we were out of here about a little bit after 11:30. It was how they played the game. Just nonstop, no defense whatsoever, up and down the floor, run and gun. Really a wild game, but fantastic, fun game to be a part of. Definitely a history-making game.
Red Lake came back from 19 down in the fourth quarter with a 43-point fourth quarter. Rod Getter got her! It's a 3 right behind the line. 12-point lead for Wabasso. This is impressive. A 16-2 run.
One thing impressive about Wabasso is all 5 of their starters shoot over 53% from the field. And I know a lot of those shots are in the paint, but we've seen them take a lot of shots from the perimeter, too.
Moore on the break. Bob Moore with 7. And it's a football score right now, 21-7. Tony Tilkey, 22 in white, is in the game. There's Justin Tilkey driving. Charge, will it count? I haven't gotten the signal that the basket counts. It's a foul on Justin Tilkey. They're not putting the 2 points on the board. They'll wipe it off. Timeout on the floor. The Rabbits not missing a step so far.
It's rolling into your town, and it's loaded with power. It's the power of the Dollar Spring Sales Event, where your dollar goes further on the Chevy Lumina. Now with 4.8% APR financing, Lumina fits most family budgets nicely, and Lumina starts over $2,000 less than Ford Taurus GL. Don't wait around. This power can't last forever. The power of the Dollar Spring Sales Event at your Heartland Chevrolet Geo dealer now.
When you're working on an automotive project, the last thing you want to do is hunt all over town for the products you need. You don't have to if you shop at Champion Auto Stores. We have the right products at guaranteed right prices. And if you need a little help to install it right, we can help you there too with our Right Answer Center. Professional advice to do it the right way and the easy way. Right products, right prices, and right answers. You're going to find all 3 every day at Champion Auto Stores.
Ladies and gentlemen, around the state of Minnesota, I give you Andy Skugman.
Jeff, thanks. KMSP Television has purchased the broadcast rights to the 1997 Minnesota State High School basketball tournament. No broadcast, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and account of this copyrighted telecast is permitted without the written authority of KMSP Television and the Minnesota State High School League.
Look at the start here.
Yeah, look at the field goal percentage for Wabasso, 78% to Hancock's 23%. Hancock just 3 of 13 from the field. Wabasso 7 of 9. And we talked about that all 5 of their starters are over 53%. And they're above that, obviously, here so far this afternoon.
The foul before on the charge on Justin Tilkey. 2 on him. He's in the game, and so is Jenigas with 10 points. This is impressive when you consider how fast that game was last night. Wawaji doing a good job so far. He got in foul trouble in the first half last night. He hasn't gotten one this afternoon. Moore attacks the D. Leaner, no, Lowaji fouled by Harmson, and that's 2 on Harmson. That's what's impressing me, Andy, is just they're still playing at a pretty quick pace. They don't seem like they've missed too much from last night.
And it's interesting, Hancock, on the other hand, who I was real impressed with in their win over Minnesota Valley Lutheran, they have come out fairly slow and flat so far. They just can't seem to get anything in sync. Unlike last night, they looked real tough last night. A lot of people I talked to after last night's game said Wabasso isn't going to have a chance against Hancock.
Well, they're up 16. Jeremy Versteeg in the game for the Owls. Rebound, Getter, no. Fought for, and it's gotten by Versteeg. Well, after last night, when it was a 19-point fourth quarter lead and Red Lake came back, I'm not saying anything about how this will go. 3 for Tony Tilkey. Rabbits pushing. Lowaji has to slow it up. Tony Tilkey with his first points on the 3-ball. Jenigas to Lowaji inside, hook fake, and that shot was blocked. Brow got it. Brady Brow with 5.
Wabasso doing a real good job so far on the offensive boards. They're definitely making a difference so far.
Versteeg misses the 3. Brow, 1 shot for the Owls. Jenigas, and it's stolen from behind. Look at the quickness by Noost in the save.
Great hustle.
Noost, now he'll lead the break. He takes it, nowhere to go. Over to Tony Tilkey. Noost for 3. Brow fights for it. Here's Getter. Look out from behind. They did it again. Tony Tilkey, another steal from behind. And the Owls will slow it up in the half-court set. Tilkey wide open. Bottom. 2 in a row for Tony Tilkey.
Tony Tilkey is one of the Hancock's real key bench players. He's had a great season as their 6th man. And a couple of back-to-back threes right here. Very nice fluid stroke.
He cuts it to 12. Lowaji, tough shot, and that was blocked by Versteeg. And the foul is on Brady Brow. So now momentum going back to the Owls. You know, the 3-point shot really changes how safe a lead is.
Yes, no question about that. I love the 3-point shot.
Yeah, it makes it fun. Remember, the ABA was the first to do it, and at the time, people thought that it was a bad thing, and the NBA adopted it in 1979, and it's trickled on down to the college and high school game. Gerald Kingbird made a great case for it last night.
No question about that.
He had 37 points. Noost. A lot on that pass. Versteeg could not handle it. 2.5 seconds left in the quarter. We've had buzzer beaters most of this tournament. Let's see what happens on the last possession of the quarter. Baseball pass. Versteeg picks it off. It'll count. Well, the Owls with a surge at the end of the first quarter. And what was 16 is down to 12 on the Jeep and Eagle scoreboard.
On March 26th,
There is no way out for him.
a man of justice
I'm here to bring him in.
and a man of destiny are about to collide. Harrison Ford, Brad Pitt, The Devil's Own, rated R, opens everywhere Wednesday.
Oh, man. I could go off in these things. I could bang it on my head.
Damn! It's the S.
It's black, so it'll go with anything. Sweeter than butter. Look at my ass.
It's fat.
It's the Whopper.
Se ve muy bueno. Okay, wait. Skechers.
It's the S.
Even with its legendary capability and fabled ruggedness, there are mountains Jeep Grand Cherokee will probably never climb. But don't bet on it. Now lease Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $319 a month.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
One of your officials this afternoon, House Minority Leader Steve Svigum, a Republican from Kenyon, And as he told me, look for a game called very conservatively this afternoon, Jeff.
Well, not many fouls called so far. There's only 5 total in this game. 4 of them on the Owls. Team fouls 4-1. Versteg missed everything on the 3. First quarter shooting. Wabasso, 9 of 15, 60%. The Owls had more shots, 5 of 19, but 26%. And that's a tough pace to match. Brow has to call time or else he would have had a turnover. It is a turnover. He did not call timeout in time. Larry Larson's team with 25 in the first quarter. You do the math, you know what that means at the end of the game. We'll see if they can keep that up.
We wouldn't break a record, though.
No. No, it'd be a long ways to go for that. Moore with the quick hands. Tilkey's hit 2 threes. He has 6. Leading scorer, Derek Jenigas with 10 in the first quarter. Bob Moore with 7, and Brady Brow with 5 for Wabasso. That's a 2. Harmson, no. All maroon on the glass.
Yeah, Wabasso doing a real good job both on the offensive and defensive boards, not allowing Hancock many second shots.
Nice play by Jenigas after the Versteg steal to slow the play down, but it will go to the Owls. Dave Scheck's team down 12, but I think both these teams are capable of putting up points in a hurry, just like Red Lake was last night.
I think Hancock has to get...
Finish your sentence. You were going to say you have to get a 3 for Justin Tilkey.
Yeah, I was going to say, and this is honestly, they need to get Justin Tilkey involved more out on the floor. He might go in there and hit the 3-pointer.
His first basket, he had 2 fouls in the first quarter. He's got the ball now, so he had to sit some of the time. Over to his brother, Tony. Yes! It's a 3, and it's a 6-point game. Brady Brow on Tilkey. No call. It'll go to Hancock. And right now, I think it's been called kind of liberally.
There's Tony Tilkey. He's having one heck of a game so far. And we mentioned he is one of their keys off the bench. Hancock right now on a 12-2 run, capped off by Tony Tilkey.
The Tilkey brothers were the trays. Harmson, no. Down low, Versteg doing a nice job. Noose, too much. Luwaji, fight for it. Here they come. Moore is up, leading the break. 8-point lead now. Moore has 9. Luwaji, a factor underneath. Harmson over to Tony, back to Justin Tilkey for 3. Ring it up. The Tilkey's getting the bounces. And now he has 6. Tony has 9. Tilkey brothers with 15 of the 22. If it's on Harmson, that is 3 on Jeff Harmson. Substitution, it will be Austin Wartner coming in. Now, the call went on Noose, not Harmson. Versteg out. Austin Wartner back in, number 50 in white. Hancock's last 15 points on 5 straight 3-pointers. And that slowed things down off these made baskets. Luwaji, I don't think they want him out there. There's more. And it's taken away by Noose. All the way.
Great defensive play, but by Noose just literally just ripped the ball right out of his hands. Took it all the way down.
It is a 3-point game. It was 16 in the first quarter. Here's Noose to Wartner. It's a 1-point game. Steal, Tony Tilkey. Out of bounds, Moore deflected it. Catch your breath. I think we've got another one in the making here. Wabasso's lead down to 1 on the Clarity scoreboard.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash, stopping by to spread the good news. You growers out there will be happy to know that the Great Cash Partners program is back. Just buy Frontier herbicide, pair it with Vanville Clarity or Marksman, and you get cash back. That's right, pair Frontier with Vanville Clarity or Marksman and get money back in your pocket. You'll also be getting unbeatable grass and broadleaf control in the bargain. Extra cash, extra protection. I'd get moving if I were you.
Any bank can give you a home equity installment loan with a competitive rate. Any bank can give you 100% equity. Any bank can give you no closing costs. But only First Bank gives you all these things and more in one complete package. After all, you don't want just any bank. For a credit answer in minutes, call now.
Hancock giving Wabasso a taste of their own medicine here in the second quarter. Take a look at this steal by Chad News. Just tears the ball right out of his hand all the way down the floor in a pretty move. Nice body control on that play. Wabasso with 14 turnovers so far, 3 straight, and that's helped Hancock get right back into it.
Jeff Harmson left wide open. Rebound too far for Luwaji. Wartner gets it, and he's going in outside the noose. Stutter step. Matador defense right now by the Rabbits. Wartner is fouled by Brady Brown, his second. Wonder if he'll have to come out.
One thing that's interesting about this matchup as opposed to the Wabasso-Red Lake matchup is that Hancock plays real tough defense when they have to. And Red Lake last night didn't play any whatsoever. And that's why Hancock, everyone was saying, can match up so well with the Rabbits.
Austin Wartner leaves it tied, but the rebound to Justin Tilkey. And now the Owls can take the lead. They do! Tony Tilkey with 11. And now it is Hancock with the lead, coming back from 16 down. Luwaji undercut, and it's a charge. Wartner draws the charge. Oh my, that was a tough play.
You can see both feet look planted.
Yep.
Good call.
Good call. Hancock by 2. What a turnaround. Wabasso by 12 at the end of 1, and in less than 4 minutes, they've taken the lead. Tony Tilkey with more guarding him. Here's Noose. He runs into Luwaji, but he was fouled. The question will be, as this game slows down a little bit, how it will affect the Rabbits. Well, the substitution, Schumacher's coming in.
Wabasso's been playing this type of game all season long, and really what they do, obviously, is try to wear down their opponents and try to have more fuel in the tank by the fourth quarter than their opponents, and they've been successful so far this season.
Justin Tilkey's heating up. He's got 8, and that was a big foul. There's a steal by Noose to Tilkey. Tony Tilkey with 13 off the Noose steal and assist. Brady Brown picked up his 3rd foul, and just like last night, he's got to spend some time on the bench. Here's Schumacher, the freshman. It is a 6-point Hancock lead. It's been like night and day, a 26-4 run.
Wow.
Moore for 3. Rimming off. Now the shots aren't falling for the Rabbits. Here's Chad Noose. What a steady leader he is. Tony Tilkey. 3. Short. And here's Luwaji, who will slow it down. And that doesn't happen often. There's Moore on the right side. It's only 2 points for Wabasso in more than 5 minutes of the second quarter. That's a block called on the Owls. Wabasso had 25 at the end of one. They have 27 right now. Here comes Ryan Jetma. He'll replace Tilke. The foul's on Noost, his second. And we have a timeout on the floor. What a transformation in the second quarter.
Menards helps you keep your walls looking great. Glidden Spread Satin is an ideal paint for most rooms. It's quick drying and has a durable flat interior finish. Just $6.79 a gallon after rebate. For the kitchen and bath, Spread Low Luster is perfect. It has a low gloss finish and cleans up easily with soap and water. Now $11.33 a gallon. Glidden and Menards give your walls a fresh look.
Save big money at Menards.
One look at Sierra, and you'll see it makes a powerful statement. But with a closer look, you'll find that even with 255 of the strongest horses out there, they're easily tamed from in here. Now get up to $1,250 in option package savings on select Sierra models. Sierra. See your GMC dealer today.
Larry Larson's team has been outscored 20-2 in 5:08 of this quarter. Wow. Down on the floor, scramble. Luwaji gets it back. Tough shot. He rebounds his own shot. Only the second basket of the quarter for the Rabbits. Luwaji with his first basket.
The second quarter, the question is obviously if they're really just too tired from that game last night. We'll have to see. But
Jenigas has not taken many shots since early in the game when he was hitting those threes. Jenigas has 10 points, but he hasn't scored this quarter. Jetma baseline. Wartner trying to post up. Can't get it to him. And the Owls slowing the game down as we come up on 2 minutes. Stolen by Rod Getter. Checks it out and he slows it down. There's Jenigas over to Moore. Open three. No. Releasing on the break is Noose, but Tony Tilke will bring it up himself. Wartner, turnaround. Luwaji. Over to Getter. This is tough pace. Rollick for three. Got it! And it's a one-point game. Ryan Rollick. Larry Larson calls him the heart and soul of the team. He had a knee injury earlier in the year. He can't play that many minutes. But he just hit a three. Hit some threes last night, too. Quick pass, Wartner. Too much. Tilke. Tony Tilke on the line. It'll go out of bounds. It was touched last by Jenigas. A one-point game. Dave Scheck's team has come back from 12 down after one. It was at 16 at one point. Chad Noose, quick pass inside. Armstrong cut off, but here's Noose penetrating. Rebound Getter. Moore on the wing. Getter, stolen. Ill-advised pass. Tony Tilke's got the advantage. 3-on-1. Wartner. Tilke rebounds after the Jenigas block. Tony Tilke with 15 off the bench. 3, Rollick. We are tied at 35.
That's back-to-back threes for Ryan Rollick. He doesn't look like a three-point shooter, but he's got a nice touch.
And with Brady Brown in foul trouble, he has given the Rabbits a lift, getting them back in a tie score in the final 20 seconds of the first half. Just like last night, what a fun game. Not many fouls, and it's been pretty well played. Noose penetrating inside to Jetma. Oh, and Rod Getter hits the floor. He collided with Jetma. Remember what happened to Getter last night? He hit his face on the floor. He took a hard foul, too, last night. Just in the wrong place, the wrong time.
They executed the last shot, though, perfectly there before the end of the half. News penetrates and finds Jetma. Nice way to end half number one for Hancock.
The Owls outscore Wabasso 24-10 to take a 2-point lead as Jetma gets it, as you said. Tilke with 15 points. There's our score. Janet Carvin is standing by. She's going to talk with Wabasso's Larry Larson. Let's go to her now.
Here with Larry Larson, Coach. Kind of a wild first half again. I know you came off of a wild game last night. What were your concerns coming into today's game?
Well, I guess my biggest concern was whether our legs were any good yet after last night again, and whether we'd be able to handle the pressure of this big place. But we've been fine with that. Our teamwork kind of fell down in the second quarter, and that's what hurt us.
Well, you came out starting real strong, up by 16. You knew Hancock would make a run. What are you going to tell your boys going down at halftime?
Well, I guess we have to rely on our best trait, and that's passing the ball and working it down the floor. And we're trying to dribble the ball up the floor way too much, and that doesn't work for us. So we need to get back to playing the team ball, running the fast break, filling the lanes, and playing together.
Great. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
That is Larry Larson, and he will be coming back out in just a few moments to start with the second half. Let's go back over to the table.
And there's our view on the GMC Skycam here at the St. Paul Civic Center. And what a view it is. Championship Saturday. We've played 16 minutes.
Do you want to be a policeman?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't want to. I just want to be a fireman.
Ah, fireman. But you know about fires? It's hot in there. Would you like to have to put on all that rubber stuff? Yeah? You think? Balls of sweat will be this big coming off your head.
This is a Katanga. To the Luba people, it was money, worth 3 cows and a chicken. But if you think that's primitive, compare your checking account to Checkstra Banking. Pay bills by phone. On-demand 24-hour banking. 6 ways to waive checking fees. Checkstra Banking from First Bank. You'll never miss your old checking account.
It was more than just another murder.
Homicide. There were 27 cameras covering the White House. None of them captured her within 3 minutes of her death.
He had all the proof he needed.
She wasn't killed to protect the administration. She was killed to destroy it.
They had all the power to stop him.
These people can make us disappear.
Wesley Snipes, Diane Lane, Dennis Miller.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna put the president in a lineup?
Murder at 1600. Rated R. Starts Friday, April 18th.
UPN 9's game time coverage of the Minnesota State basketball tournaments is brought to you in part by Dairy Queen and Great Clips. This is a Minnesota 9 News Update.
Good afternoon. I'm Nicole Stewart from the Minnesota 9 newsroom. St. Paul police are on the lookout for 4 suspects involved in a late-night double shooting. Police arrived at 277 Birmingham Street at around 10:15 and found 1 man dead and a woman injured from gunshot wounds. She's listed in fair condition at Ramsey Medical Center. Police don't know the motive for the shootings. The father of former U.S. Senator Dave Durenberger has died at the age of 90. George Durenberger was the athletic director at St. John's University for many years. A funeral mass will be held at St. John's on Monday morning. And warm weather is a welcome sight for most Minnesotans, but if you're living in Mankato, you're probably already gearing up for early flooding. Forecasters say the Minnesota River is expected to reach a flood stage of 17 feet tomorrow and crest near 24 to 26 feet in late March or early April. Overall, forecasters expect high river levels throughout west central Minnesota of near 11 to 13 feet by the end of next week. Well, that's it for now. We'll have more news for you throughout the high school basketball tournaments.
Minnesota 9 News. Your first news at 9 with Robin and Gary, and at 10 with Jeff Passels. 2 newscasts bringing you all the news, the hot stories, important issues, information you won't find anywhere else, when you want it, at 9 and at 10. Minnesota 9 News, 2 evening newscasts designed for the way you watch TV.
Hi, I'm Robin Robinson. Hope you're enjoying UPN 9's tournament coverage. Stay tuned for Minnesota 9 news updates throughout the games and a complete newscast following tonight's action.
Now, the Northland Ford halftime reports, brought to you by your Northland Ford dealers.
That is the story here at the Civic Center in the Class A State Championship boys basketball game. Over in Roy Wilkins, the third place winner has just been crowned, and that is Minnesota Valley Lutheran. They lost to Hancock yesterday, came back today to defeat Red Lake 97-60. I'm with Jim Bauer, the head coach at Minnesota Valley Lutheran. Coach, congratulations on bouncing back and getting some hardware with the boys today.
Thank you very much, Janet. I guess that's what I'm most pleased about, is that they were able to bounce back after a pretty disappointing loss yesterday to play, I think, the way we're capable of playing.
Well, Hancock looked very good yesterday. They shot the ball very well, and obviously their defense was tough. I know that it was disappointing for you, but how can you explain, or can you explain what happened to your team yesterday?
No, I can't explain it. I think every game you go on, it's a different level of pressure, and I think our kids handled it beautifully up until yesterday. And I thought we played very uptight yesterday. I'm not saying we could have beat Hancock. They're outstanding. But they beat us in every phase of the game, and I wish we would have cut loose like we did today.
Well, you saw a very good Red Lake team, but a different Red Lake team than played last night that finished up a little bit after 11 o'clock in the evening, and you were here for that as well. What were your impressions of Red Lake facing them today?
Yeah, no question about it that we had an advantage from a fatigue standpoint. The game was not only physically draining for them, but very emotionally draining, so they had a lot of mental fatigue as well, and I thought if we got up on them early, which we were able to do, it would really be to our advantage.
Well, you've had a great run now with your son, Josh, also a senior on the team, and you have, I think, 8 seniors playing for you. It must have been a special group this year.
This was a very special group. I'm privileged to coach them in both football and basketball, and they played very well together as a team, and it was basketball the way I would choose to play it if I had my choice. They really were able to kind of play a full court game, and so it's a special group, and we're going to miss them.
Well, and not only did they do well on the basketball court, but I also noticed that they're very good students.
Yeah, they were the academic state champions in football, and also had a very good GPA in basketball as well.
What are your son Josh's plans now for his future?
Josh is planning right now to go to Martin Luther College in New Ulm and become a teacher and a coach, so I'm really pleased about that.
Great, just like you. And how about in this championship game? Any thoughts or impressions here at halftime?
Of course, we're pulling for Wabasso because they're from our conference, and you know, that game had to take a lot out of them last night. We're going to see if they got enough juice left to play another half with Hancock.
I know the people in New Ulm really are excited about MVL and their success this year. Congratulations on the third place.
Thank you very much.
Jim Bauer, the head coach at Minnesota Valley Lutheran, the third place champions. They defeated Red Lake today, 97-60. We'll be back with more halftime action in a few moments.
Idiots! You have failed me.
Wasn't our fault. Had a Subaru Outback.
Outback?
Got better gas mileage than our Cherokee.
Held a turn tighter than our Blazer.
Brake better than our Explorer.
Silence, fools. Just tell me what you need to catch him.
Our own Outback would be nice.
With a CD player and leather. Subaru Outback, the world's first sport utility wagon.
As your business grows, so do your financial responsibilities. And a lot of people are relying on you to make the right decisions for your company's future. I'm Jerry Malone. As a certified public accountant, I work side by side with business owners, helping them to avoid making costly mistakes. Accounting and tax issues are important, but they take valuable time away from managing your business. I can help you make the most of your time. So call me today at 888-5081, because my business is small business.
So soft, you love it. Just one touch of it. You know Downy does it. So soft on your skin. Just come on in.
Feel Downy softness even when you line dry. Mid-price brands can leave clothes stiffer. Only Downy gives the most fluffy softness and Downy's freshness.
So soft, you love it. Only Downy does it. Come on in to Downy.
HUD employee memo number 22. Questions. Okay, a customer walks in and asks you, "What's
What's the deal with the pizzeria stuffed crust pizza in this challenge?
And the answer is?
Well, we dare you to find a better pizza for the money.
And why are we so confident?
Specially blended sauce.
Good. Anyone else?
The not too thick, not too thin crust?
You're on a roll.
The ring of cheese baked right into the edge?
People, you're missing the key ingredient.
That's easy. It's the dough.
Yep. At $9.99 for a large one-top, folks just aren't going to find a better pizza value for the dough.
That's what I said. The dough.
Making it great again and again.
We are at halftime of the Class A championship game where Hancock has a 2-point lead over Wabasso. I'm Janet Carvinen here at the Civic Center with the entire KMSB UPN 9 sports team. We look forward to bringing you more championship games throughout the day. This is the first of 4 in the new 4-class format. Hancock, down by 16 points early in the second quarter, was able to put together a great run. Tony Tilke has been the man for them in the second quarter. He has 15 points already in this game. He only averages 10 coming off the bench. Great performance by Hancock to be able to pull this game close and actually lead by 2. We'll be back with more second half action in a few moments.
This has been the Northland Ford Halftime Reports, brought to you by your Northland Ford dealers.
How high is the water, Mama? 4 feet high and rising.
During a fierce Atlantic storm, the ocean rose 4 feet high against George and Mary Lou Donatello's Anderson patio doors.
We got a hit for
The doors held. Eventually, the ocean receded.
4 feet high and rising.
Worry-proof, time-proof, Anderson Windows.
Hey, I got a tip on a great fishing spot. Nelson Marine and White Bear Lake. That's where the pros go.
That's right, Doug. Nelson Marine has over 40 professionally pre-rigged boats ready to go, like this Lund Explorer SS with a 40-horse Mercury and Shorelander roller trailer, plus much more, for only $86.63. Nelson Marine is your London Mercury specialist, just north of 694 on Highway 61.
Where's the net? Oh, come on.
You're how old now?
8.
8. Okay. We go zip. You're 36. What are you doing? You're 36. What are you doing to make a living?
Go to work.
Go to work. Where are we going? Now you got to see yourself. Where are we going? Can you see yourself?
Do you want to learn how to work on your vehicle the right way and the safe way?
It's as easy as watching Car Care Seminar. And you can see it each Saturday morning right here on Channel 9 at 9 a.m.
Car Care Seminar, Saturdays at 9.
Oh, man. I could go off in these things. I could bacon on my head.
Damn! It's the S.
It's black, so it'll go with anything. Sweeter than butter. Look at my ass.
It's fat.
It's the Whopper.
Se ve muy bueno. Okay, wait. Skechers.
It's the S.
Shaka Zulu. The legend comes to life this June, only on UPN 9.
Well, we are in Minnesota, home of Mini Donuts. The making of Mini Donuts, a possible documentary in the works there.
I've had a couple of bags over the last few days. They are darn good, Jeff.
Yes, they are. I remember when Kevin McHale was here a couple years ago, I shared a bag with him. Let him
Really?
have some, yeah.
It's a big moment in his life, too.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. He had most of them. Thanks a lot, Kevin. All right, business to take care of.
Yeah, it's time to announce one of our 4 winners in the First Bank March Tournament Sweepstakes. Cheryl Bauer of White Bear Lake is a winner of a $1,000 shopping spree at Mall of America, courtesy of First Bank. We'll announce another winner at halftime, Jeff, of our next game.
All right, we'll take care of that. That's a lot of Mini Donuts, by the way. Okay,
They could be.
time to look at the first half. Wabasso started out hot, and then Hancock came back. We're going to show you a couple of highlights.
Definitely a story of 2 quarters. Second quarter, we picked this one up. Tony Tilke, he has been the man off the bench for Hancock with the steal over to Wertner, who won't get it to go, but Tilke's there. He leads all scorers with 15 points. Wabasso came back late in the second quarter and hit a couple of 3-pointers. Rollick from way out. So the tight game, but an interesting game so far. One of the statistics that I think is interesting, Jeff, is that Wabasso is shooting 61%, but they're down.
Look at that, 61%. And look at the number of field goal attempts. 14 of 23, but Hancock's taken 17 more shots, and also the turnovers. 16-6, and that Tony Toki's steal was one of them.
The rebounds for Wabasso, you saw that 23-14. They did a real good job on the offensive and defensive boards in the first quarter. Not so well in the second quarter, and there are your leading scorers after half number one.
Derek Jenigas had 10 points in the first quarter. He hasn't scored since. There's our GMC Skycam as we get set for the third quarter of our Class A championship. There's our buzzer. Yes.
We should welcome, too, Robin Robinson, our own Robin Robinson, stopped by the scorers table to say hello on this afternoon.
Robin Robinson taking in the Class A championship. Hancock, there's Robin.
Yep.
Robin, say hello.
Robin, wave to the camera.
Wave, Robin. Wave, you're on camera. And there's photographer Rod Werbiger, the wave assistant.
She cannot wave alone.
No. She'll never wave alone. Okay. Hancock up 2. We start the second half. Rabbits with the ball. Wabasso in maroon, Hancock in white. In case you're not sure. Getter, another turnover, and they're going to make him pay. Yes. I'm sorry. Getter on the turnover to Noost. I combined the two names. 4-point lead. Not a good start for Wabasso. Another turnover. Number 17. Moore bounce pass to Jenigas, who's going to have it stolen. Noost with the steal. One man to beat. In and out, but he gets it back. Stolen by Luwaji. Brow all the way. No! Both teams missing some easy ones here.
You may have heard Jim Bauer, the Minnesota Valley Lutheran coach, tell Janet at the half that his team defeated Red Lake in the third-place game, and he said the fatigue factor for Red Lake, they were not playing their game at 11 o'clock this morning, which is understandable. And Wabasso, we'll have to see how they respond. You heard their coach say that their legs are okay, they just aren't playing very good team ball.
Harmson inside over Brow. Rebound, Wartner. And it's off of Harmson. It'll go to Wabasso. The score's in the 30s right now. It was this early in the second quarter last night. So the score would favor Hancock, I think, in terms of pace. It favors Hancock, too, because they're up by 4. I took geometry. I can make good deductions. Moore all the way. No, too much. Beginning looks at the basket, Andy. Good looks. Noost, Wartner on the break. Tough shot. He got it. Austin Wartner. He has 7. And now it's a 6-point lead again, the largest of the game for the Owls. Moore thought about a 3. Dipsy-doo, no. Luwaji battling. Joe Luwaji, who broke his nose in the early part of the section playoffs, and Larry Larson wasn't sure how aggressive he'd be after that, but he's been impressed with how he's hit the boards since he's come back from the broken nose. Justin Tilkey, the starter, had 8 in the first half. Brother Tony off the bench with 15. Wartner, no. Brow with a rebound to Jenigas. Moore is breaking. Jenigas all the way. 12 for Jenigas.
That play started with the rebound, and I think that is the key for Wabasso this afternoon. They did this in the first quarter. They controlled the glass in the first quarter, and they jumped out to that big lead. They're going to need to get back to doing that in order to stop Hancock.
Harmson, open lane. Nobody on Harmson. His first basket. Moore, I'm sorry, Jenigas. Getter for 3. No. Loose ball. Moore takes it away from Justin Tilkey. inside for Luwaji, and it's taken back by Jenigas. Moore for three. And the shots that were falling in the first quarter haven't been falling as much from outside. Well, Ryan Rowlett, who hit those threes in the second quarter, will check in at the next dead ball. Wide open, Jetma. Rebound, Wartner. Taken away by Getter. Wabasso on a bust out, Luwaji. They kind of lost his control down there. Jenigas picks up his first foul as we go to a timeout. A 4-point game on the First Bank scoreboard.
Oh, boy. You see what happens when you take a car known for being practical and fun, and then you give it an unheard of lease price? Oh, well, maybe you can't. So let's back up a little. Thank you, thank you. Move along. Lady with the fiddle, excuse me. There, the Honda Civic DX Coupe. Lease one for $159 a month for 24 months and an $1,150 down payment. Better hurry, because it's going to win a lot of followers. Know what I mean?
I wonder if the neighbor's got an ALS-resistant weed. Now that's what I call a resistant weed. Hey, old Buck's good, but with Bucktril, we manage ALS resistance before it's a problem. Right, boy? Want to know more? Drop by your Bucktril dealer.
It's the first foul on Derek Jenigas. It's a 4-point lead for Hancock. Substitution, Ryan Rowlick's in the game. 40 in maroon. He had a couple three-point baskets. And he's in for Jenigas still out on the floor. Armson over to Noose, who somehow got it away from Brow, but here come the Rabbits. Brady Brow's been quiet. He's on the break. Tough pass for Jenigas. Larry Larson not happy, and turnovers are right now the big story. 4-point lead for Hancock. I think it's 18, maybe more. Swing pass, Noose wide open jumper. Brow fouled hard by Harmson. 3 on Jeff Harmson.
One other problem Wabasso is having right now is that their leading scorer on the season, Bob Moore, has missed his last 5 field goal attempts, and they count on him dearly for scoring.
He had 29 last night in the overtime game. 5 players with 25 or more last night. Tony Tilkey is back in. He's the leading scorer with 15 in this one. Jenigas with 12. For Wabasso, Moore, dipsy-doo, can't get it to fall. You're right, he just is cold right now. That was a tough shot. Noose, pull-up pop. Rebound, Rowlick. And now here comes Wabasso, the Rabbits. 3-on-1. Will they take advantage? 8 for Brady Brow.
That's something Larry Larson said at the half. No dribbling. He wanted to cut down on the dribbling. Perfect fast break on that one.
Tilkey, Tony Tilkey, misses the 3, but the rebound by Wartner. Second shot opportunity off the 3. Noose off the pick. He's got room. Tilkey wide open for a 3. Jenigas contested the shot. Air ball. And there's a timeout on the floor. It's 2-point game. Hancock with the lead.
Introducing the all-new Jeep Wrangler. Dual airbags, a smoother ride, and starting around $14,000.
Nature! Trees! Boulders!
Must be his first Jeep.
Rookie.
Oh,
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
On the Pacific island of Yap, this was a coin. At 600 pounds and nearly 5 feet tall, it wasn't exactly pocket change. If that sounds inconvenient, compare your checking account to Checkstra Banking. ATM and check card in one. All your accounts on one statement. 6 ways to waive checking fees. Checkstra Banking from First Bank. You'll never miss your old checking account.
We're back at the St. Paul Civic Center. Fans having a good time. Those are the nephews. One of our behind-the-scenes people, Liz Carney. And the children of Mark Carney, one of our engineers. Jedigas for 3. No. Rebound, Brady. Luigi. Joe Luigi, and we are tied with just over 2 minutes left, third quarter. Wartner is open, but they'll go to Tony Tilkey. Wartner over to Noose. Howell, slow it down. Tilkey, got it! Three-pointer, 3-point lead. Tony Tilkey with 18 to lead all scores.
He's been unbelievable off the bench so far this afternoon.
Wallach with the 3. What a rainbow, Andy.
Talk about awesome off the bench. Wallach, too. That's his third three-pointer.
Tilkey, he's open. Oh, they're giving it to him. Oh, a mistake there. Tilkey makes him pay. 21 for Tony Tilkey. All off the bench. A 3-point lead as we come up on 1 minute left in the Class A Championship third quarter. Foul. No arc on the shot, front of the rim. A 3-point lead for the Owls, who have controlled the tempo, I think, here in the third quarter. Tilkey wide open again. He had to miss, I guess. Jenigas on the break slows it up. Coming up on 30 seconds left, third quarter. Reach-in foul on Tony Tilkey, his first.
Hancock playing real aggressive defense right now. And Tilkey just a little over-aggressive on that one. Got his hand in there.
Rod Getter checks in for Ryan Rollick. Rollick can not play that many minutes at a time because of a strained knee. There's Ryan, but he's got 3 threes keeping his team in the game. Getter, the top of the key, guarded by Ryan Jetla. Jenigas had 10 in the first quarter. He's got 12 in the game. Creates space. That shot was blocked by Justin Tilkey. Looks like it'll stay with Wabasso. 16.3 on the clock. 3-point lead for Hancock. Oh, a tip by Browder Moore.
That's a nice play right off the inbound.
1-point lead. Can Hancock add to it? Ball tip. Goes out of bounds. There's 1.6 on the clock. Let's see if we get a buzzer beater.
Back to that inbounds pass real quick. Real tough to defend against.
Here's Moore at the buzzer. It'll count if it goes. We have a 1-point lead. Hancock leading 49-48 after 3 quarters on the GMC scoreboard.
This can save your head. This can save your eyes. But if you dig near underground utilities, this can save your life. Call Gopher State 1 48 hours before you dig. A safety message from NSP.
From computer chips to chocolate chips, Toyota's 40th anniversary spring sales event celebrates our 4 decades in America. Great values like Camry. The best car built in America just got better, according to Automobile Magazine. And now for just a $289 a month lease, you can have all the style and elegance of the Avalon. You better act fast, though, because during Toyota's 40th anniversary spring sales event, anything is possible.
Goodness gracious, all the fire.
We've talked about how critical controlling the boards has been so far this game. Austin Wartner for Hancock with 9 rebounds. He's doing his part.
Wabasso took 1 point off the Hancock lead. The Owls still lead by 1, almost a travel on Justin Tilkey. Noose up top, behind the back dribble. 21 for Tony Tilkey. He's got the ball. He leads all scorers. Jenigas with 12, but only 2 since the end of the half. He had 2 that quarter. Noose creates opportunity. Rebound, Luwaji, the banger on the boards. And Noose hits the deck and he gets the foul. That is 3 on Chad Noose. The team fouls are low. That is only the 3rd team foul on Hancock, 1 on Wabasso.
Hancock really controlled the tempo in the 3rd quarter, but it may go to Wabasso's favor, possibly. They slowed it down. They don't want to run in this 4th quarter.
Great hustle there. Tilkey, Justin Tilkey, blocked the shot. I think we'll just call them by their first names when they're both on the floor, folks. There's Tony. Brothers play catch. Chad Noose up top. We are top. It is a 1-point game, 49-48. Hancock trying for a 2nd championship in a week. Don't forget the girls won the Class A championship last week over Red Lake Falls. Justin fouled down low. I think it's on Luwaji. That's the 2nd on Luwaji. Still a 1-point game. Game at no points in the 4th quarter so far. We've played almost 90 seconds. Jeff Harmson checks in for Ryan Jetma. Right as Tilkey was shooting. Justin has 8. It stays a 1-point game. Dave Scheck's Hancock Owls are in the boys' tourney for the first time since 1923. Before that, it was 1922. So 22, 23, and 97.
Wabasso, on the other hand, in their first state tournament ever.
1 out of 2 for Justin. It's a 2-point Hancock lead. The Rabbits trying to tie. Another turnover. Justin Tilkey with the steal. He's had a few of those.
Tilkey with great anticipation on that play. Able to step right up there and rip off the ball.
Chad Noose into Wartner. Got right by Luwaji. It's a 4-point game. Almost another steal. Rabbits, tough shot, Luwaji. On the rebound of Jenigas' miss. Joe Luwaji doing the dirty work. He's got 8. Back to a 2-point lead. There's a foul off the Noose penetration.
We talked about how important the point guard position is, and Chad Noose really doing the job.
It's the 4th foul on Brady Brow. Hancock with a 2-point lead.
Just ignore it.
Amoco Silver. For performance you can depend on.
Do you want to be a policeman?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, But I don't want to. I just want to be a fireman.
Ah, fireman. But you know about fires? It's hot in there. Would you like to have to put on all that rubber stuff? Yeah? You think? Balls of sweat will be this big coming off your head.
Joe Luaci got the biggest basket last night inside, and he's doing more today.
Playing a key role. He's made Wabasso's last 4 field goal attempts. Not to mention, he has 11 rebounds to boot.
Joe Luaci, the man in the middle for the Rabbits. They're down 2, 5.5 left. Justin for 3. And he flipped the net.
Huge three-pointer by Justin Tilke. We talked about getting him involved early in the first half, and came through big on that one.
Yeah, remember that play. 5.5 left. 5-point lead now. Justin Tilke with 12. Tony with 21. Almost a steal. Brow fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. The foul is on Austin Wartner, and that's his first. Brady Brow, who fouled out last night with 25, has 7 points tonight, but he's got 4 fouls. So it has not been a good day for Brady Brow. It stays a 5-point game. (55-51). Hancock with the ball and the lead. Justin going to the basket. Rebound. Brow up to Moore. Rabbits have not been able to run in quite some time. Moore loses it. Another turnover. The story of the game right now. It stays at 4. Tony up top to his brother. Coming up on 4.5 left. There's Tony left side where he's hit some of those threes. The Owls taking some time off the clock right now. Being patient. Jump it up, possession arrow to Wabasso. Jenigas forces it. We stay at 55-51 and getting to be crunch time. It's getting close. 55-51. Rod Getter. Brow. Another near steal by Justin Tilke. Doing a little bit of everything. And there's a timeout on the floor.
Centuries ago, Roman legions were paid for their services with an unusual form of currency, salt. If you think that sounds rather cumbersome, compare your checking account to Checkstra Banking. All your accounts in one statement. Bankers available 24 hours. 6 ways to waive checking fees. Checkstra Banking from First Bank. You'll never miss your old checking account.
Okay, so it's quarterly bonus time at Nissan. That means our retailers get a bonus if they sell X number of cars. So they really, really, really want to sell you a car. Really. That's why we're offering $1,000 cash back on every Nissan Sentra, 200 SX, and truck. And a Nissan Altima of $175 a month with an initial payment of $1,345. Your very own personal bonus, if you will. But here's the thing. The quarter ends April 1st, and so do the bonuses. So if you come in April 2nd, no bonus. Got it? Good. Tell your friends.
Wabasso fans cheering on their Rabbits, trying to get them back here. They're down 4 with 4 minutes exactly in this game. Moore outside. Over to Getter. Jenigas. Brady Brow. The half-court game by the Rabbits, and Moore got one now. 13 for Bob Moore. It's a 2-point game. Not much substituting for Wabasso. Most of these guys have gone the whole way. Steal! Jenigas forced it. Backcourt foul there. Moore is fouled. They'll inbound at half court. I think it's on Chad Noose to try to stop the break. It's on 4. That's 4 on Noose.
Real aggressive defense by Wabasso. Make the steal, and they draw the foul, and that's key, the 4th foul for Noose.
You like to see that diving to the floor, too. That was a nice hustle by Derek Jenigas. A chance for the Rabbits to tie. Important possession. Fadeaway, Getter. Oh! The Rabbits tie it up.
A huge shot off balance. Not a good look at the basket, but a great shot.
That's one of those, what are you doing, what are you doing? Good shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Noose double pops to Tony. Rebound Luigi. Wabasso can take the lead. They've got more on the wing. Almost took a 3. Fade away, no. If it's on Brow, he's gone. Brady Brow is fouled out with 8 points. Freshman Matt Schumacher will go the rest of the way.
Foul is on number 45, Brow. That's the 5th personal foul on number 45, Brady Brow.
Brady Brow, well, the Rabbits would not be in this game now for Brady Brow last night. 25 in the semifinal.
Yeah, that is a big blow. There's still 2:35 left. There's a lot of basketball here to be played. Without him, that hurts.
Diving to the floor. Boy, Getter is on the floor a lot. Starting Justin Tilke. 2:20 left. We're tied. Noose is open for a second, and wide open is Tilke. Tony left open. One of his rare misses. We stay tied. Jenigas with the rebound. Almost stolen by Harbson. Remember last night we went overtime and we had a star from each team fouling out. We had Brow and Holthusen. Timeout on the floor. What a great Class A championship it's been. Tied at 55. Come back for the final 2:04.
Treat your feet to radiant heat.
Worsbo's radiant floor and ceiling heating systems create comfortable, cost-effective warmth. Warm water circulates through PEX tubing encased in the floor, creating even radiant heat from floor to ceiling. And Worsbo offers over 20 years of reliable technology and service. For your next heating project, be sure to ask your contractor about Worsbo radiant heating systems.
Comfort with economy. Natural gas radiant heat. The future of home heating.
Check out the latest in home decorating at Menards. Save on new laminate flooring from Armstrong. An amazing new product that's more durable and easier to install. Choose oak or maple, $2.28 a square foot. Give your home a new look with Berkeley and Borden wallpaper on sale in hundreds of beautiful patterns, starting at $5.94 a double roll. Decorate with name brand quality at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
That's what they're playing for, the Class A trophy. Tied at 55.
Tied at 55 because of this play by Wabasso. There it is, the fall away. Shot, huge shot though.
Oh, Luigi with a bounce pass to Schumacher, and it was too much. He may have had a shot, but he was tied up inside, so he went to the freshman, and it was an errant pass, another turnover. And when this is over, win or lose, Wabasso will point to that stat. Under 2 minutes in the Class A championship. What? Oh, go ahead.
Wabasso 22 turnovers, Hancock with 12. They will point to that statistic.
Tilke, three! Got it!
He's done it all game.
24 for Tony Tilke and a 3-point lead with 1:31 to play.
He has been their spark plug all day long. Off the bench, Tony Tilke spots up for three and drains it.
That stops a 5-0 run by Wabasso.
His big brother, the star of this team all season long, but he's the hero so far today for Hancock.
The first points in 4:02 for Hancock. More than 4 minutes without points. What a time to get them. That's the story. Learn the lesson from last night. It's going to the wire. Moore for three! Buckle up! 13, now 16 for Bob Moore.
Moore is the man. He's been the man all season long for Wabasso. They've been a little quiet here this afternoon, but in the clutch, he cans it.
Under a minute for the Class A title. The Owls want to talk about it. Mike Saman, I'm sorry, Noose will come back in. He was on the bench. We'll keep it here, Andy. Let's catch our breath and set things up here. We're tied at 58, 52.2 on the clock. Hancock with the ball. You work it down like De La Salle did yesterday?
That was an interesting move when they did do that. It paid off for them. They hit the shot at the end. I don't know. That's a good question. Everybody talks about defense. Everybody talks about defense, and Hancock's played tough today. Wabasso this season never been held with fewer than 66 points. So Hancock on the defensive end definitely doing the job against Wabasso. They've scored over 100 points. The Rabbits have in 8 games this season. That's huge for high school basketball. That's almost huge this year for the NBA.
Yeah, it is. Well, here's how we got to 58 all. Tony Tilke, who has been killing the Rabbits. They've been leaving them open. There's Bob Moore. I mean, the way Tilke's shooting, if he gets a three, no matter how much time, I mean, he's been successful with it today. Here we go. Owls will run some clock here. Remember, no shot clock. Almost a steal by Jenigas. He had one of those with about 5 minutes left. Wabasso has come back in this quarter to tie it.
I think people forget there is no shot clock in high school basketball, so it looks like they may.
Whoop. Well, a blocking foul there. It's the first on Moore, 15 on Wabasso. So we'll re-inbound.
They will go a De La Salle, it appears, Jeff. Wait for the last shot.
Here we go. Noose. Fouls to give, though, for Wabasso. The final 10 seconds. We'll let the crowd tell the story. Chad Noose with 9 in the game, but the biggest shot of his life.
Wow. We talked about him being the quarterback and one of the key players for Hancock. And did he come through huge right there.
And then there were about 2 seconds after the ball went through that Wabasso lost, calling that timeout. 1.7 on the clock now. You know, that's just like what De La Salle did with Ben Johnson. You work it down.
And it's about the same exact shot that he took, too. Works it down, pulled up. In the middle of the paint, buried it.
Chad Noose. Well, Hancock's in a good mood. That's one of the Owl fans there.
That's how you get on TV, folks.
Yeah, That's Terry Noel from the girls championship team. Well, 1.7 on the clock. This is going to be tough because in high school and college, unlike the NBA, you don't get the ball at midcourt. You have to take it from underneath the opponent's basket, so it's a length of the court play.
This play always brings back memories of the Christian Leitner. Unbelievable turnaround shot.
Here we go.
In 92.
It's too far. No one touched it, so we stay at 1.7. And now, it's another timeout on the floor. 1.7 left. I also remember, this is going back a ways, but being from Wisconsin, Marquette got to the championship game with the exact same play. The key to that whole play is the long pass. A guy named Butch Lee had to throw it the length of the court to Jerome Whitehead, who put it in over Cedric Maxwell. The exact, remember Cedric Maxwell played with the Celtics? Exact same play that you mentioned and that we just saw here. Unfortunately, Wabasso couldn't connect on the pass.
Right. Well, and the inbounds pass, obviously, one of the keys. The other key is to spread the floor so that you can at least get a one-on-one matchup, so that the ball can be inbound.
That ball was in the corner, so it just went out of bounds. Well, you're going to have to foul now because the ball goes to Wabasso. I'm sorry, the ball was lost by Wabasso, goes to Hancock. I'm getting my maroon and gold mixed up. Hancock is 1.7 away from the state title. It would be their second in a week. For the clock to start, the ball has to touch a player. Inbounds. Tilke. That's it. Hancock wins the Class A championship, and it was a fantastic game. Not as high scoring as last night, but Wabasso proved he could play the day after, the night after a classic.
They put up a great fight. A little slower. I think the fatigue did play a factor because they did not run the way that they would have liked to this afternoon, but they played a great game considering what happened last night.
I mean, they were in it to the last possession.
No question.
The Owls celebrate their second championship in a week. Congratulations to both teams. What a game. Fantastic game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony this afternoon will be conducted by members of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors. They are John Barnett of Mankato, Tom Holland of Boston,
Steve Jarnes of Westbrook Walnut Grove, and Dean Verdos of Henry Sibley. They're being assisted by Skip Peltier, Associate Director of the State High School League. Silver medals will now be presented to the worthy runners-up from Wabasso. Please step forward as your name is called. Bob Moore. Mike Seaman. Zach Platts. Andrew Van Looy. David Price. Mark Schuler. Joe Lawaji. Derek Jenigas. Rod Getter. Darren Getter. Ryan Rollick. Jacob Jenigas. Brady Brow. Todd Kozel. And Matt Schumacher. And now the captain or captains of the Wabasso Rabbits, please come forward to receive their second place trophy. Congratulations to assistant coach John Hinkle and the head Wabasso coach Larry Larson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to present the 10-member First Bank All-Tournament team chosen by the sports writers and sportscasters covering this tournament. These students have distinguished themselves by their athletic excellence, leadership, team commitment, and exceptional sportsmanship. Presenting the trophies for the First Bank All-Tournament Team Award at center court is Jim Passeri, manager of First Bank Columbia Heights. And now the 1997 Class A Boys Basketball All-Tournament Team. Forward Brandon Meyer, Minnesota Valley Lutheran. Guard Gerald Kingbird of Red Lake. Center Delwyn Holthusen of Red Lake. Guard Bob Moore, Wabasso. Guard Derek Jenigas, Wabasso. Forward Brady Brow, Wabasso. Guard Chad Noost, Hancock. Forward Ryan Jepma, Hancock. Guard Justin Tilkey, Hancock. And guard Tony Tilkey, Hancock. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to announce the winner of the Sportsmanship Award. The Minnesota State High School League, with the support of First Bank, is pleased to sponsor a Sportsmanship Award for its member schools. This award recognizes and rewards school communities that display good sportsmanship while competing in a state championship tournament. The Sportsmanship Committee has selected Hancock to receive the Sportsmanship banner. Will the cheerleaders please come forward? Or the mascots in this case. Congratulations to the Hancock community. And now gold medals, gold neck medals will now be presented to the new state champions from Hancock. Please come forward as your name is announced to receive your gold medal. Chad Noost. Andy Charles. Ryan Jepma. Tony Tilkey. Jeff Harmson. Jeremy Versteg. Dan Bolite. Justin Tilkey. Austin Wortner. And Nate Christie. And now will the captain or captains of Hancock please come forward to accept their Class A championship trophy. Congratulations to the Hancock assistant coach, Randy Tilkey, and the head Owls coach, Dave Scheck. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the award ceremony for Class A. Now we'll move on to the double-A.
Congratulations to the Hancock Owls, this year's Class A state champion. And I don't know if there's going to be much mystery when we get to our awards for this particular game as for who our player of the game and what our play of the game was. But in a moment, we'll be going to Janet Carpenter. What a sweet moment for these kids. The Owls celebrating, and it was a fantastic game. And give credit to Wabasso for playing in a game that probably about 20,000 people are going to say they were here to watch in person last night. It was a slower tempo today, but they were there to the very end. They had a great season and were fun to watch.
It was fun, too, today with Hancock because they had several players step up. Chad Nust with the great last-second shot, and Tony Tilkey with a great game off the bench. And guess what? Janet Carvenin is with both of them right now. Janet?
I'm with a couple of very happy Owls. Let's first of all talk to Chad Nust, who finished with 9 points today, but 2 of them were huge. The 2 points that you made, the shot tied up to win the ball game. What was going through your mind in that possession?
Well, I had been nervous and I haven't been concentrating on my shots enough, and it was just time running out, so I just penetrated and threw it up and prayed it went in, and God blessed us and went in.
Have you ever made a winning shot to win a game like that?
A couple, but none like this. It's unbelievable.
Obviously, the drama of a state championship is even more exciting. It's been a big week at Hancock, you know, with the girls winning and now you too. And Hancock was here in 1922 and 23. What does it mean to you as a senior to be a part of this?
Well, I told the guys in the locker room, let's be one of 4 teams to end the season winning. And that means so much to have the girls and the guys to win it. And I mean, Tony played awesome. He stepped up big time. And all the guys, we just played awesome. I mean, it's what you have to do, and it's just great.
What are your plans now for next year, Chad?
Undecided.
Undecided.
Go into pre-med and hopefully become a surgeon. I don't know where I'm going yet, but...
Well, you sure had an excellent tournament. Congratulations on a great basketball tournament.
Thanks a lot.
Chad Nust, made the winning basket, obviously, for the Hancock Owls. Great performance. And this young man, almost a career day for you off the bench. Finished with, I think, 24 points today. Congratulations. This is Tony Tilkey. How does it feel being a state champion?
It was great to be state championship. Our girls did it, and so did we.
Now, your twin sister, Tracy, brought home a medal just like this one last week. Did she show it to you?
Yeah, she did. She's kind of bragging. Feels good to us. I can brag back.
Well, and also your brother Justin, a big member of this team and leading scorer on the team also. A lot of basketball talk at your house?
Yeah, there is. All we do is talk basketball.
Now, the guard play from Wabasso, you saw them play probably last night. They had excellent guards. What were you thinking coming in tonight as far as what you needed to do in that guard position?
I figured that we had to play man-to-man. If we went zone, they'd eat that up. If we went man-to-man, and after the first quarter, we played kind of bad. In the second quarter, we stepped it up, and great defense by all the players.
You seemed like you came out ready to play today. Were you feeling it right from the beginning, Tony?
Yeah, they left me open. It was my job to knock them down.
Well, congratulations to all the Tilkeys. You have 3 gold medals in the family now. 2 guys, Justin and Tony, of course, and his twin sister, Tracy, brought one home last week for the girls. So congratulations to the city of Hancock, proud champions of Class A. Let's go back over to the table.
Thank you, Janet. Happy times in Hancock. 2 championships to celebrate, and the Owls really put the clamps on the Wabasso Rabbits after the first quarter. 25 points for Wabasso in the first, but the last 3 quarters, 10, 13, and 10.
Yeah, maybe the fatigue factor played a role. I think it did, just from what we saw of them last night and then today. They definitely slowed down a lot, and that's not their style of game.
And some turnovers, too, were a big part of it. We're going to be back with Janet Carvenin, who is ready to go with a happy coach, Dave Scheck.
Coach, we just talked to a couple of your players, and they are just bursting. And you're a pretty calm guy, but how do you feel right now?
Well, I feel great, for one thing, and I'm really pleased for the kids and the work that they put in, and, they got their dream.
Well, they were down by 16 points early, during the first half. What was going through your mind during that time? Obviously, you knew about Wabasso being such a high-scoring team, averaging almost 90 points a game, and today you held them down to 58 points.
Well, yeah, we were going to emphasize defense in the first half, and after I saw what happened in the first quarter, I wasn't sure whether our team showed up or not, but in the second quarter, they started to get things together defensively and carried it on from there.
You got a lot of nice players filling their roles, but Chad News just has come out of this tournament. Obviously today the winning basket, but it must be nice for a coach like you to rely on a senior leader in a point guard position like Chad News.
Right. That's basically where it all begins, as the point guard, and if you have a guy that's heady and takes charge, such as Chad does, it makes a coach's job a lot easier. And Chad was struggling today offensively, but when the game was on the line in the final 10 seconds, he came through.
Congratulations, Dave Sheck, and enjoy the championship.
Thank you much.
Hancock Owls, Class A state champions. Let's go back over. Actually, we're going to take a commercial break right now. We'll be back with more action at the Civic Center in a few moments.